Good morning, dear student. Today we are going to learn English 2 of Standard 5th. Lesson number 3, kinds of sentences. Now see how many kinds of sentences are there. So let's start. A group of words that gives complete meaning or sense is called a sentence. See again. A group of words that gives complete meaning or sense is called a sentences. In a sentence we use many words to form a sentence. That words used to make a sentence and give the sense what we are saying is called a sentence. Okay, the usual sentence pattern is, what is the pattern of normal sentences? See, SVO. Okay, what is this? So S is called subject plus V is called verb plus O is called object. So it is the formation of a subject. What? Subject plus verb plus object. Okay. Subject in a sentence is the person or thing we talk about in a sentence. So what is subject? The subject is the person or thing that we talk about in a sentence. For example, Roshan is my fast friend. So here Roshan is subject. Second, honesty. Honesty is the best policy. So here honesty is subject and we is and here is. These two words are verb, which is usually known as auxiliary verb and helping verb too. In the above sentences, the underlined words are subject as we are talking about them. They are subjects. A subject may also perform same action as indicated by the verb in a sentence. Okay, moving further. Mansi killed the mouse. My sister plays piano well. Here Mansi is doing the action. That is why she is a subject. Killed is a verb. Verb which means we do that action. Killing is a verb. Now the mouse will be the object. Why? Because the verb is done on mouse. Second, my sister plays piano well. My sister who is doing this action, that is why my sister is subject. Plays, it is a verb, and piano well, what is she play? So she plays piano, that is the verb is doing on piano, that is a piano is a object. Okay. In the above sentence, the underlined words are subject as they perform one or the other function indicated by the verbs. In the first sentence, Mansi performs the action of killing the mouse. In the second sentence, my sister performs the action of playing piano. What I've already explained in this example. When the subject's action affects some person or thing, the person or thing getting affected is called an object. Means if we doing any work and the work is done on what, that is called object. Means the result, the word result of our action. In the above two sentences, mouse and piano are the objects as they are getting affected by the action of the subject. Now see different kinds of sentences. There are three kinds of sentences: simple, compound and complex. In this unit, we are going to learn about complex sentences, but before we take up complex sentences for a detailed study, let's examine what simple and compound sentences are, though we have learned about them in previous classes in an informal way. Okay, what is given here? It is given that we will learn three kinds of sentences: simple, compound and complex. But you have already learned in formal way, but you have learned that simple and compound sentences. Now just refresh it. Okay, first one, simple sentences. So what is this simple sentences? Let's see. Don't worry. Study the following sentences carefully and note the verbs used in them. What we have to do? We have to study the following sentences carefully and note the verbs. We have to note verbs. Okay, let's start. Number 1, my mother cooked lunch for guests. So my mother is subject who is doing the verb. What she's done? Okay. Now in second, she wrote an interesting story. She is subject because she is doing the work. Wrote. Wrote is the verb. Third, the girls danced. The girls subject, danced, verb. Children play. Children subject, play, verb. All the children sing the national anthem very seriously. Then all the children is the subject and sing is the verb. In the above sentence, the highlighted words are verb, means these pink color words are verbs. There is no other verb except the highlighted ones in each sentences. It means in this sentence only cooked is verb, nothing else is the verb. Okay. See, simple sentences. A sentence which has only one finite verb is called a simple sentence. Means if a sentence has only one, means only one verb, is called simple sentence. Let's see. A simple sentence does not mean a small sentence. It only means a sentence with a subject and a predicate. Subject means somebody or something to talk about, and the predicate means something to talk with. In other words, the word group of words used to talk about the subject is called predicate, of which the verb is the most essential part. As without it a sentence cannot convey a complete meaning, the predicate has only one verb. Okay, what did you understand in this para? Let's see. There is two things in a simple sentence. Simple sentence doesn't mean that a small sentence. No, it's not like that. See, in simple sentence two things occur. First one is the subject and the second one is the predicate. So what is subject and what is predicate? Let's see here. My mother cooked lunch for guests. So here my mother is subject. My mother is subject, and the anything else which is rest here, cooked lunch for guests, is predicate. What? Predicate. So my mother is the subject and the other rest words are predicate. Okay. Simple sentence may be in the form of statements, questions, imperatives and exclamations, which are called types of a sentence. It is also the types of simple sentences. What? Statements, questions, imperatives and exclamations, etc. See, for example, she is a teacher. We tell that she is a teacher, then it is a statement. Is he a hockey player? Is he a hockey player? Is a question. Why? Because we ask that is he a hockey player? Never insult anybody. It is an imperative. Means we tell that never insult anybody. Next, what a funny situation. It's a exclamation. We saw our means what a funny situation. It is an exclamation. What a beautiful girls. It is also what beautiful girls. It is also an exclamation. Okay. A sentence may have as a subject more than one person or thing. For example, boys and girls. Here two subjects. One is boy and second one is girl. Two subjects are there in one sentence. You may call such sentence a simple sentence with a compound subject. Compound means more than one. Yeah, it's normal that in a simple sentence more than one subject will be there, and which is called compound, means more than one. Here we have completed simple sentences. Now look forward for the complex one. Okay, compound sentences. Now look at the following sentence. She invited all her friends to her birthday party and all her close friends gave her an expensive gift. In this sentence there are two finite verbs. One, invited with she as the subject and gave with all her close friends as its subject. In other words, this sentence is made up of two independent simple sentences connected with the conjunction, and when we divide this sentence at the conjunction, we are left with two independent simple sentences. Such a sentence is called compound sentence. Okay, now let's understand what is given here. First, she invited all her friends to her birthday party and all her close friends gave her an expensive gift. Here two sentences are. It means in a compound sentences, we made two sentences in one by connecting with it a conjunction. For example, here the conjunction and is used. See, here and is used as a conjunction. When we divide this sentence at the conjunction, we are left with two independent simple sentences. If we remove this and, then we have two sentences. Such a sentence is called a compound sentence. Okay, I hope you all understand the summary of this lesson and the concept. Now try to solve the exercise and complete the lesson. Thank you.